What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be exploring this abandoned 1850s farmhouse. I think this is going to be a really cool one, so start by taking a quick walk around the property. There's the front of the house. Still got the original wood siding, which is very rare on these. Usually the siding has been covered with either aluminum or vinyl siding. Nice little front porch there. Not sure if that's original, but it definitely looks good on this house. Meter is gone. This place has been abandoned for probably 10 years. Oh yeah, this place is in pretty bad shape. I'm kind of curious what the inside looks like. Definitely was some kind of chimney or maybe exhaust for the furnace there. Pretty interesting. Basement entrance is right there. Yeah, in the summer, this whole side would be covered in leaves from all these vines. You can see their leaves are just starting to grow on the trees now. It's early May. Yeah, really nice old house. And as you guys can see now, it's surrounded by these modern detached and townhouses. So it seems like they're kind of leaving it now on this plot. So hopefully that means it's going to be restored. But I don't know. Like, developers would definitely probably want to demolish this, but so far they've left it. So I'm hopeful. Really nice trees that could definitely date back to some of the earlier days of this house. Here's the other side here. All nice original siding. Still in decent shape on this side. The other side definitely needs some repairs. But I think that's about it for out here. So I will meet you guys inside and we'll check this place out. All right, so we just made it in the back door. Got a pretty cool spot for you guys. This is a old farmhouse that was built in 1857. Now, unfortunately, as you guys saw outside, this place has been completely surrounded by new homes, townhouses, stuff like that. So there's a good chance this place will probably be demolished. It's been abandoned for, I'd say probably 10 years. Because I've been watching this house for at least 5 years and I've never been able to get in, but it's been boarded up for the last 5 years. And I even remember then the plywood looked kind of old on the windows. So 7 to 10 years maybe. So right away in the back door, you got your kitchen. Old oven, probably from the 80s. Pretty big kitchen area here. Sure, you probably had your kitchen table in the middle. Yeah, that's where the chandelier or light fixture would have been. A little bit of vandalism here, a few broken windows, but for the most part, this place has held up very well. This had power until not too long ago. Maybe 3-4 years ago, this place had power. Nice glass door. What do you guys think's in the fridge? Nothing in the freezer. That's some baking soda and a little bit of water. Give you guys one more pan of that room. Nothing too crazy. Looks like it was a pretty cheap kitchen, like nothing too fancy. But what I'm more here to see is some of the original features from the 1850s. Is that camera lens fogging up. Hold on guys, let me give the camera lens a wipe. Is that better? Almost looks kind of foggy in here. It's not though. That's better. So here we have some very old 2/2 windows. Those might be original, but I'm not 100% sure. Usually in like the 1850s, you would have had something more like a 4/4 or 6/6 pattern, but it's possible these could have been original. It's in very good shape in here, considering how long this house has sat completely abandoned. Nice hardwood floors. Obviously they need to be refinished now. Closet with an original door. Hardware's gone, unfortunately. And then back here, you got a bathroom. House winterized, water turned off, do not use toilet. Huh. I guess that's when this was first abandoned. Like, I'm sure these weren't even boarded up right away. They probably just expected them just to sit vacant for a little bit. The date on the plywood there's 2016, so that's when they boarded this one up at least. Almost every house on the street, the older ones at least, have been demolished or are abandoned like this. I've done pretty much every one. I think there's like 1 or 2 that I haven't been able to get into. But it is interesting to see these very old houses like this. There's the basement. Oh, that is so cool there. Look at that. There's somebody's name and then 1916. This house is way older than that, but I guess that's when somebody carved their name into this. That's amazing. So that's somebody that lived here way back in 1916. I'm seeing if I can see any other dates. Unfortunately, I don't, but that's a really cool kind of piece of history there. Over 100 years ago, exactly 100 years when they put the plywood up on the windows, because that was done in 2016. So that's very interesting. More modern light fixture there. Yeah, all these windows are still intact. Like this place it's pretty much untouched. There's a more modern window, probably from like the 50s. And somebody did some terrible repairs to the plaster there. So pretty nice big living room. Part of it could have also been the dining room. And then there's your main front door, completely boarded up. Panel busted out of it, so somebody definitely kicked that in at some point. It's weird how they had like a little shelf on the door. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And they moved it over so it wouldn't hit the wall when you open it. Kind of strange because like stuff would just fall off of that, right? I don't know. Original trim. Now this is very similar to the house next door, which was built in 1832. So this one's quite a bit newer. Still a very, very old house. Okay, so the 2 windows right in the front on either side have been replaced with like these, like probably 50s, 60s windows. And then there's possibly an original window, but at least one that's a lot older. Kind of strange there, foam insulation board just screwed to the wall. And then it looks like these were like kind of winter covers they put over the windows. They had little sections that were clear so you could look out. I don't know, I think that's... I wouldn't want that on my house. You can't even barely see out of it. It looks terrible. I would just spend the money and get storm windows. Cords and door hardware. I notice so far all the original hardware is gone. So I'm thinking, yeah, somebody probably came in and stole it all. Or they salvaged it, I'm not sure. But either way, it's not there. Do have the original doors though. Alright, I think that's it for downstairs, so we'll make our way up. I got a duck going up the stairs. Oh, look at this. Original banister up here. With the square spindles. Nice end post there, or newel post. Guess we'll go into here first. Original door. Yeah, again, the original hardware's gone. They just left this more modern lock. Got what appears to be like a purple shag rug. Yeah, look at that, guys. That window's smashed right out. Just a pretty basic white bedroom. Not a whole lot going on in here. What's in here? Oh, it's like an attic area. Old flooring. Have yourself a musical Christmas. Tapes and CDs. You know, that's old. They never finished the drywall in here. Get your treats here. Oh, that's cool, the Halloween stuff. Then you have all these signs with just random numbers on them. I don't know what this stuff was for. There's an original window. See, that's, I bet they all look like that. For sure. And then we got another bedroom here. So this would be bedroom number 2. Again, just pretty basic and white. Not a whole lot going on. Old trim around that window. Shelf. It's kind of a strange shelf. And then I guess that was a shelf here. Just removed it. Again, the hardware's all gone. It's probably cool. I'd say it's probably like white porcelain doorknobs or maybe brass. Banister there that's just over knee high. That probably wouldn't be the code anymore. Definitely not. Another bedroom. Pretty dirty in here, but like honestly, the house is holding up very well. Like from the outside, you'd think it would be super decayed in here, but it's not even that bad. Like it's mainly just dirty. These old houses usually hold up pretty good. Little closet. Old door. And there's one more bedroom up here. Like, carpet's pretty clean. Like, it's like they moved out like less than a year ago, but that's not the case. It's been probably close to 10 years. They smashed that window right out. That was probably done before they boarded this up. All right, let's make our way down to the basement. There's an attic there. What's up there, guys? I can't really see. Oh, getting cobwebs all over myself. All right, let's head down to the basement. It's dark in here because there's only the one door that's not boarded up. Look at like the cat door they made here, where you can unlock it, it slides down. That's interesting. A little bit old hardware there. It's kind of ripped off, but it's still cool. And there's where we saw the 1916 engraved in there. All right, let's make our way down to the basement. See if there's anything else in the plaster here. There's a print made from something. I don't know. Oh. Look at that, these beams are made out of trees. That was definitely like a pine tree of some sort. I'm covered in cobwebs. I don't think anybody's walked around in here in a while. Look at that, they even put plaster over some of the stone. Furnace is here. This is all oil. Oh, here's all the storm windows. I guess they took these off probably to board the house up so they could get the plywood right flat against the house and it would stay on a bit better. That window they didn't board up. There's the main switch. Power, I'm pretty sure the meter's gone on this one. Yeah, look at that. The tree trunks. Really cool. Yeah, same with here. They just cut tree trunks in half so the top's flat to nail the flooring onto. They did add some temporary, or I guess it's kind of permanent supports here to help hold this up. I'm thinking maybe it was sagging or it was a little bit bouncy when walking on it. Really cool. I still got some bark and stuff on it. That's a basement entrance, so that would have gone outside. It's boarded up now. Sump pump. Back of the furnace. And I believe, yeah, there's another room back here. This back part of the house, I think, is an addition. I'm guessing it probably is, because it's constructed a bit different. These are concrete walls back here, not stone. That was probably a coal bin. Well, actually, I don't see anywhere to shovel it in, but it almost kind of looks like it. Another sump pump pit right in the middle. I think they would have put that off to the side so you don't step in it. But I think that's about it for the basement. make our way back upstairs. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Pretty interesting old farmhouse. Unfortunately, this one might end up being demolished. I'm not sure. So far, they've kind of planned the neighborhood around it, so I am hopeful, but you know, the developers, right? They'll probably want to tear this down. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you on the next adventure.